Well, if you've ever been on a dance floor anywhere in the world, you know her voice. Crystal Waters' hit Gypsy Woman became an instant classic and remains one of the most sampled, remixed, and beloved tracks in house music history. This very year marks 35 years, 35th anniversary, and Crystal is in Miami as she films a brand new biopic with director David Serero. Thank you both for being here today on South Florida Live. I love this song. Love it. Everyone does.
Oh, it's so great. It's so great.
How does it feel to have it be so iconic still?
I had no clue 35 years I would still be talking about Gypsy Woman. So I'm just thanking God every day that I wrote that song, and it brings so much joy to so many people.
What was the inspiration behind it, and does it still have the same meaning now?
Well, the inspiration was actually a woman I used to see in Washington, D.C. that was homeless. And she would stand there with a full face of makeup, fully dressed. And I was like, oh, she needs to go get a job. But then I read a story in a local paper, and they said how she lost her job quickly and everything fell apart. And it just changed my whole idea of homelessness. And she just said, this stuck with me, that if I was going to ask people for money, that I should look respectable. So that's why she woke up early every morning just to do her hair.
That's empowering.
Yeah, so that stuck with me.
That really does stick with you. And especially, I love hearing the story behind what creates iconic hits. Yeah. David, you saw this and you saw this story. Tell me about this biopic.
Well, first of all, thank you for the opportunity to be with you. It was a pleasure. Well, you know, as you said kindly, you know, Crystal Waters, she's an icon, she's a legend, she's music royalty. You know, all your staff, whom I love here, they were so excited to see her. And she's, you know, that's exactly as you said it. There's not a single dance floor where you haven't heard her music, where from the very first bar, you recognize her voice. She has such a great identity. And as she said, we want to know the story behind these monuments and behind these geniuses.
Yeah.
We need to hear our geniuses.
It's true. Everyone in this studio, when we played the teaser, we're like, yes! So I know that all of the hits and the numbers on the plays after this are gonna be like through the roof. But Crystal, what made you say like, okay, let's do this. Let's make this film?
Well, part of it is I want people to know the history of house music and where it came from, because there's some people that think it came from Europe, and I wanted to make sure I clear that up. And I feel like as long as I'm still alive and people recognize my face, I want them to know the history of house music and where this music came from and the heart of it.
David, I know today's a very important day for many reasons, but tell us what's going on.
Okay, first of all, we're with you.
Yeah.
So that's a celebration.
That is number one. Yes.
You know, that's Kristin. You know, we love her. Everybody loves her. You know, I got my green card just because I took a picture with you. You know?
We're going to take that right to the top, for sure.
Exactly. No, because we're going, thanks to Oscar Lopez, my dear friend, we're going to the Miami Fashion Institute, where she's going to give a talk, because she, you know, she crossed several decades where there was a change in music. She was a pioneer in house music, but also in fashion styles, you know, how it evolved. And you're always a perfect example, I must say. And also today, we have a very big surprise for the one and only Crystal Waters. Can I say it?
Yes, you can.
Exclusively for you guys.
You heard it here first at South Florida Live.
So all of you, where's the camera? All of you, December 4th will be officially, from the city of Miami, the Crystal Waters Day.
Yes, on that
Proclamation from the city of Miami.
Thank you guys for being here.
Oh,
it's great to have you all the time. And congratulations, most of all.
Thank you.